I want to give a plug to what I think is one of the best lunch specials in this town, and maybe maybe people don't know, but there's a pizza by the slice offer for a reasonable price. And why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so our pizza by the slice, it's 2 slices of pizza, pepperoni, sausage, or cheese, a 16-ounce bottle of pop. Get a load of this, $7.
Right.
That's awesome. That you can't buy anything on Schmick-Schmonald's menu for $7.
No.
Yeah, for legal purposes, I can't say McDonald's.
Right. And you just did. And after 2 pieces of pizza for lunch, you're full.
Yeah.
You don't need a nap.
Nope.
You know, tonight I might need a nap. But
3 pizzas, I think, is the nap time after.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Another episode of the Buffalo Community Podcast. We have with us, I'm going to call restaurant manager at Buffalo Pizza, Brent Curnow. So, Brent, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it. I think most people who have listened have had the Buffalo Pizza product and widely viewed as elite pizza in this town. So give us a little bit of background on you, who you are, where you're from, and how this came to be.
Sure. Yeah. So a couple local guys, Mike Rieger and Ed Schultz, decided that I went to those guys and said, I need to do something after the COVID shut down my business. And I was in the restaurant business for many, many years before that. So we started looking for a place, and Bucks was up for sale.
Yep.
2 days, only 2 days. And Mike and Ed both went to Buffalo High School. So it was, we're like, we need to take a look at that, because they remembered, Bucks was a great pizza. And, so we were going to, we ended up buying it.
Nice.
Wow. And it was for sale for 2 days.
2 days is when we looked at it. Yep.
That's awesome. Ed, 99 grad. So, we like to shout out our 99 grads. We all do. We all really love the class of 99.
Third of us do.
Yeah. Mike Rieger also like 96-ish, somewhere in there.
The 99ers don't care about that.
No, doesn't matter. So, so everything kind of came together pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
And was there any discussion or thought of like taking over the Bucks franchise? And is that that decision process? Take us through that.
Yeah. So it was, we were going to, originally that's what we were going to do. And then when we found out that, the franchise of Bucks, which was a big franchise in the past, had shrunk down to so many stores nationwide. There was only like 15 stores left from their heyday of 150 stores.
Oh, wow.
So, and then that coupled with the franchise fees and everything, we just decided that it would be better if we just started fresh and
Buffalo Pizza
see what
came to fruition there.
Yep, and then see what happens.
So what is that process like? You buy a restaurant and you're going to serve pizza, and it's just a decision of like, are we going to use Bucks products and ingredients, or then you got to get to developing a delicious pizza.
Yep.
How long does that take, and what goes into that?
Well, I would say
talk for a while.
It took us a lot longer than we thought. Being in the restaurant business, I thought that, hey, I got this down. I've been doing this for years and stuff, but never really, I worked for corporate stores, corporate chains. So everything was already set for you, and so procedures, all that stuff. So there was definitely a learning curve, and the community let us know that too, because
they're kind of blunt for a while.
Yeah, it was we had some growing pains. I'm not gonna lie. It was but that made us better, because we knew we found out what we were doing wrong. We changed our stuff. Like we went from bagged cheese. Now we shred it fresh daily. And then we went to a whole milk, low moisture mozzarella instead of the par for the course for most pizza places is skim milk. So we use whole milk, which I think was a huge game changer.
Totally agree.
Our dough, in the beginning, we had some problems with our cooler not keeping the right temp, so our dough was blowing up. Well, that makes for a different product every time you get a pizza, and that's what we were finding out is our consistency wasn't where we wanted it to be. So we ended up getting that rectified by putting in some curtains to make sure that temp was staying at a consistent temp so we could have a consistent product for the dough. And I think it shows in our product now where every pizza that goes out, we try to have it be the same every single time.
And I would say, as somebody who buys pizza every single Friday from Buffalo Pizza, it is a very, very consistent, high-quality product.
Thank you.
And you said game changer?
Yeah.
This Mexican street corn, game changer. This is an excellent pizza.
Yeah.
And I know pizza. Like you got to trust a guy shaped like me how good the pizza is.
Never trust a skinny cook.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, so that came to the development from one of our staff, actually. Shout out to Al. He came up with he wanted to do a Mexican street corn pizza, so I looked for the products that I thought were going to be best, and that corn it's a product that comes from our purveyor that's already seasoned and everything, and then we do it. That's a mayo base, so it's mayonnaise, and then it's bacon, jalapeno, Mexican street corn, and then we put a chili powder, a light chili powder on top, and feta cheese.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. Couple thoughts come to mind. Kudos for empowering employees to have a hand in the business. I mean, that's super empowering, and I just think brings so much value to the business and the employee. So I love that.
I agree.
And then the second thought that I had, which was brilliant and awesome, and it's slipping my mind right now.
Trying new things. This is. Did you say this was for a limited time?
Yes, this is until the end of March. So we're going to try moving forward to have a different pizza of the month every single month. We've kind of been inconsistent on that, but we want to try to do something every month that's a little different. So,
well, if you're looking for ideas, you can reach out to me.
Yeah.
But I think God, I keep losing my thought.
Well, when you think about it, just interrupt me. But I want to do a quick one because I don't know how quick this will get out. Okay. I want to do a short little video of just telling people to go and buy this as we're recording here. Okay. If you're cool with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah. It's that good. Video. Hey, everybody. We are live shooting our Buffalo Community Podcast. We've got Brent here with Buffalo Pizza. I can't pointing right here, but I want to tell you before this runs out at the end of March, go and buy that Mexican street corn pizza. It is fantastic. You've got to trust a couple of guys like me and Mark. We know pizza, and of course Brent here, the manager over at Buffalo Pizza. So go and buy that before the end of March out here. It's a limited time. I hope it becomes a staple. It is fantastically good. I'm going to post that later, too.
I'm going to remember. I remember now. If I owned a pizza store, I think the hardest thing for me as a hypothetical owner is just that constant, what else can we add to the menu? And then your menu gets too big, and then maybe you sacrifice quality in other areas. So what is that product development like in terms of hey, we have to have our staples. I don't like going to a restaurant and a menu is 8 pages long and you're overwhelmed with choices.
Yeah, I think we're there now. I think we're at the point of our menu is about as big as it's going to get. There'll be things we take off that don't seem to sell as well. And then, maybe, you never know, maybe that is one that we ran a contest probably 6 to 8 months ago, asking the community, give us your best pizza, just tell us what you want. And
was there any weird ones?
Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But what happened from that post on Facebook that we had is the jalapeno popper, which it's not, a lot of places have it, but the guy that suggested it a different way with pepperoni, sausage, cream cheese, and jalapeno as well. And so I took that and then I developed a whipped cream or a cream cheese topping that has a bunch of different ingredients in it. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the cream cheese, you know, you got to have something that just, and then that ended up selling so well for the limited time offer. It is now on our menu. So
that's awesome.
So if it sells, we'll sell it.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to keep talking because we're eating.
Yeah. So
local ingredients.
What's that?
Locally sourced ingredients.
Yeah. So our sausage is locally sourced from a company out of Circle Pines Sausage Company. And like I said, we shred our own cheese. We make our own dough every day. So it's fresh as fresh can get.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. The sausage is a higher quality. It's noticeable. Before I even knew, my daughter works at Buffalo Pizza.
Yes.
And she's thrilled to be there. I'm thrilled that she's there, and she's just treated so well and fairly, and she's very proud of what she does. So, but prior to that, so take my biased opinions for what they're worth. They're true and genuine, but the quality of the sausage was one of the first things that stood out to me, even before knowing it's locally sourced and quote unquote special. Yeah. And before my daughter worked there, I'm like, man, there's something about the sausage pizza at Buffalo Pizza.
Yeah,
is special.
We'll bleep that out.
Yeah.
So just make him look like he swore.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just bleep out the B on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the growing pains of what Mark just did of bucks? You know, I mean,
Sure.
Because that was a staple in Buffalo. Like everybody had it. Yep. It was the bison card. It was everybody knew that. That was what was at events and.
Yep.
You know,
so we still do the bison card. We're on, I think, every single thing that helps the community, kids, and sports. We're in all the concession stands. So we continued that tradition of bucks, you know, helping the community, and we're very, very involved. I mean, we do a lot, and we do a lot of frozen pizza fundraisers. Mm-hmm. So we have one right now that they think they're going to sell 1,000 frozen pizzas for the lacrosse fundraiser. So we're in the process now of, so those, it's another, here's talk about growing pains. So we make those by hand, obviously. Mm-hmm. Then we have to freeze them for a day. So the sauce and everything sets. And then we have to wrap them. So we wrap them with a heat gun.
Oh,
it's a long process. So when you got 1,000 of them to do, I mean, it's
all right. Let's not call all your aunts and uncles kids. Let's just, half of them.
Yeah.
right. Yeah. But going back to the growing pains, we had, we took over a spot that's, 30, 35 years, 40 years old, the old Tom Thumb, then Pizza Factory, then Bucks. So that we've had a lot of, we started out with a lot of old equipment. Now we've upgraded to, new freezers. We got a new cheese grater that is amazing, that you can shred a 20-pound block of cheese in about 6 seconds.
Oh my God. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
You're like, tell me about it.
Yeah. When you turn it on, it moves the machine. That's how powerful that thing is.
Yeah.
So, kind of exciting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's next for Buffalo Pizza?
I don't know. We're always looking. So we're looking, bar, restaurant, looking for other locations, and we'll be very diligent in what we do and make sure that it's the right fit for what we're looking to do.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Would you have to change it to Delano Pizza or? I
don't know. We haven't got that far yet.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's find a location first.
Right.
Yeah. So there is some talk, and I maybe won't put words in your mouth and say there's hopes, but the talk of a sit down and having a wait staff.
We would love that. We definitely are looking for a building that we can purchase.
I want to give a plug to what I think is one of the best lunch specials in this town, and maybe maybe people don't know. But there's a pizza by the slice offer for a reasonable price. And why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so our pizza by the slice. So I'm glad you brought that up because it has really been, we've had a hard time launching that. We've had it for a year. We throw a lot of pizza away because I think, just like you said, people don't know about it. You know, we post it on Facebook, but we really don't. That's really our only marketing is Facebook and word of mouth. So, we're thinking about getting rid of it unless it starts busting up because but you can't beat it's 2 slices of pizza, pepperoni, sausage, or cheese, a 16-ounce bottle of pop. Get a load of this, $7.
Right.
You can't buy anything you can have Buffalo Pizza. I almost said Buck's Pizza. I'm so sorry. That's awesome. That you can't buy anything on Schmick-Schmonald's menu for $7.
No.
Yeah, for legal purposes, I can't say McDonald's.
Right. And you just did. And after 2 pieces of pizza for lunch, you're full.
Yeah.
You don't need a nap.
Nope.
You know, tonight I might need a nap. But
3 pizzas, I think, is the nap time after.
Yeah. So
when the cameras shut off, we're going to have a third piece.
Yeah, exactly. So, I took 3. So, absolutely. So, as far as, just operations and things of that nature, staffing seems like it's been strong from my perspective, but
yep. So when we took over from Bucks, we still have, I think, about 6 people that are still there from Bucks. Most of them went off to college, so we didn't lose them for any other reason but schooling. Our staffing has not been a problem so far, knock on wood.
Right.
Drivers have not been a problem, so we kind of friends of friends. I mean, it's kind of how it goes. This friend wants somebody. Hey, my friend wants a job. Oh, come on in and talk to me. And we talk to them and see if they're super shy, and we still usually hire them. But then
it's cool to see
put
that
them at the
growth.
cashier.
Yeah, well, it's cool to see the growth, right?
Yeah,
people come out of their shell. It's like, man, when we interviewed, you could barely look me in the eye, or and now I hear your conversations and I love that.
I think that helps too with the way social media is today and how kids don't interact a lot with the general public. They'd rather go sit in their room and play on games. I mean, it gives them that opportunity to become more social and grow as an adult or young adult.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we've kind of gone down that topic a little bit, but like managing, and you don't only manage young kids, but is that something you did prior to COVID in your job, or is this a different avenue of like, man, I maybe have to watch what I say a little bit in terms of how I deliver a message or how a message is received, like managing 16, 17, 18-year-old kids?
Yeah, definitely. I think you gotta respect that your language sometimes cannot be what you want it to be. in the heat of the moment. And sometimes we slip, and sometimes we have to apologize. Hey, sorry I said that. Hope I didn't.
Sure.
But that's any job, right?
But honestly, I think the kids probably swear more than I do. So.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. You had to Google, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah. I definitely don't have the Riz.
Yeah. Not a Sigma.
Not a Sigma.
My 10-year-old boys have told me. They tell you.
Awesome.
Hey, thanks for bringing this in. It's fantastic. Again, I highly encourage that. I'm going to share it in the community posts and everything, the video that we shot, because that's excellent. Very excellent.
And I can tell you mean that.
Yeah, because I keep on bringing it up.
Yeah. So if you order enough, maybe take it upon yourself to keep it on the menu.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
Maybe they can rename it.
No, the name is great. I did. Wait, what did you have?
The Tyler Reiss or the North Star Pro Realty Mexican
Special.
Yeah, we're definitely open to partnerships for naming pizzas. So.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah,
it just depends on the.
Yeah, exactly. I let my friend Benjamin Franklin, and 50 of his friends try and do that.
Cool.
So, well, anyway, thank you for coming in. We really appreciate it. Thanks for all you do for the community. Again, stepping up and kind of filling that void. And I think it's been great for the Buffalo, all the athletics, the kids, the adults. Friday night pizza nights, been fantastic. For the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reiss.
I'm Mark Benzer.
I'm Brent Kernow, Buffalo Pizza.
Thanks for listening to the Buffalo Community Podcast, produced by Edlund Media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts.